Tetros looked down at the kettlebells he had stolen from the gym and stashed by the pool, along with a sad, lowly rope he had tied to the ceiling to practice climbing. He couldn't exercise in that other room, not if he had to be near that empty case and think about where the sword was now. Slowly, his eyes rose to his father's statue in the murky pool, caked with moss and dirt. King Arthur, Excalibur in hand, staring down at him. Only he wasn't staring, at least not anymore. His eyes were gone, violently gouged out, leaving two big black holes. Tetros endured a wave of guilt, more intense than the one he had felt in the dream. He had done it. He had carved out his own father's eyes, because he couldn't bear the old king looking at him after what happened at the coronation. "I'll fix it, father," he thought. "I'll fix everything." Tetros tossed his towel onto the mouldered floor and dove into the pool, force wiped out by the harsh, stepping cold. 6 months before, the day of the coronation had been brilliant and warm. Tetros was utterly spent after everything that had happened leading up to it, reconciling with his mother, fighting a war against an evil schoolmaster, and making an all-night ride from school to Camelot in time for him to be crowned king the next day. And yet, despite feeling like a sore, sleepless zombie, he couldn't stop smiling. After so many false starts and twists and turns, he had finally found his ever after. He was the ruler of the most legendary kingdom in the woods. He would have Agatha by his side forever. His mother and Lancelot would live with them in the castle. For the first time since he was a child, he had a full family again, and soon a queen to share it with. Any one of those would be a wonderful enough gift on this, his 16th birthday. But the best present of all, Sophie, his old friend enemy Princess Witch, had been appointed dean at the School for Evil, far, far away, where she would remain at a safe distance from him and Agatha. Which means no more Sophie froggery, no more Sophie skullduggery for the rest of their lives. He had learned from experience that he and that girl couldn't be in the same place without killing each other, kissing each other, or a lot of people ending up dead. Can't Merlin do a spell to make this smell better? Tetros sat in front of his bedroom mirror, sniffing at his father's old robes. "This thing is wasn't." "Whole castle is wasn't," glowered Lancelot, glowing on a slab of dried beef. "And I haven't seen Merlin since he hopped out of the carriage in Medieval. Said he'll meet us at the castle. Should be there by now." "Merlin wants on his own time," Guinevere sighed, sitting next to Lancelot on her son's bed. "He'll be here soon. Can't possibly miss my coronation," Tetros said, holding his nose. Maybe if we spritz this with a little color grade. It's a coronation gown, Teddy. You only have to wear it once, said his mother. Besides, I don't smell anything except whatever it is Lance waited from the pantry. Oh, be serious, Gran. Lancelot growled, smacking at the bed sheets and spawning a dust storm. What happened to this place? Don't worry, Agatha and I will fix everything, Tedros declared, combining his hair. We knew what we were coming back to. That's as advisors let the castle go to waste and lined their pockets with the kingdom's taxes. Would have loved to have seen their faces when Lance threw them in the dungeons. Oddly calm, to be honest, as if they expected it, or at least knew better than to fight, Lance said with a loud brunch. Insisted I don't have the authority to jail them until Tedros is king. Told them to sort off. Damn right, Guinevere clipped it. And if you can't eat like a proper human, I'll have the kitchen put you on a vegetable diet. Tedros and Lancelot gaped at her. They're right? Tedros asked it incredulously. Vegetables? Lancelot spurted, mouth full. Until your coronation as king is official, the Council of Advisors appointed by Arthur has full authority to decide who runs Camelot, Guinevere explained. But in a few hours, you will be king, and it's not like there's a rival with a claim to the throne they can summon out of thin air. That's why the guards didn't stop Lance from drawing them. Reassured, Tedros went back to assessing his reflection. Darling, enough with the mirror. You look beautiful, his mother said. Meanwhile, poor Agatha is getting ready by herself and surely needs a lady's help. Why don't I go to her and leave you here with Lan? Agatha's fine, Tedros said, picking at an annoying pimple near his mouth. God, I'm almost as bad as Sophie, he thought. But he was supposed to have an entire kingdom judging him. Who wouldn't be self-conscious? Besides, it's my birthday, he added, and I want to spend time with my mother.